Yeah, I had something to do with my new coworker getting fired. Was it deserved? Yes, it was. Why? Because she was coming on to me and I wasn't reciprocating the energy. See, everybody in the office know I've been married for 10 years. Everybody in the office know that because I've been working at the office longer than I've been married. Everybody know I've been married for 10 years. Now, granted, Jane is a new employee, so she might not know that I've been married for 10 years. But she damn sure do know I'm married. It's a picture of my wife at my desk. I wear a ring. What more evidence could you need? Well, this all started when Jane got hired. Jane got hired and she would talk to me a lot. Now, I'm a socially awkward guy, so I didn't know her talking to me was actually her flirting with me. I didn't catch wind of that. I thought it was just normal conversation until one day I was telling my wife about it. I was like, yeah, this new girl at work named Jane, man. She been talking to me. She been complimenting my outfit and stuff, saying, how it's nice to work with me all type. You know what I'm saying? And my wife was like, she flirted with you. And I'm like, no. And she was like, yeah. And I was like, okay. Well, next time she come with the compliments and stuff like that, I'm going to correct her and I'm going to remind her I'm married. Don't worry, baby. I'm going to nip it in the butt, right? I go to work, right? I go to work. I'm eating. I'm eating lunch. I'm on lunch. I'm eating. I'm having a sandwich. My wife made me a sandwich. Jane comes up to me. She says, hey. I say, hey. I go back to eating my sandwich. She starts blushing and she says, here, I made you lunch. And I said, I'm eating lunch. I have lunch already. My wife made me a sandwich. And then she said, wow, your wife is at home all day and all she could do was make you a sandwich? And that kind of, triggered me a little bit because my wife worked hard. Like, yeah, she at home because she had back problems. She done had back problems since she was a kid. But it still takes a lot of effort to make me something to eat. She made me a sandwich. She also packs me snacks. And she also writes me a note every day that makes my day just a little bit better. So I really appreciate it. And I said, my wife worked hard on this. I have something to eat. I'm going to enjoy this. Then she says, no, take this, eat this. And I said, no, I got something to eat. Then she says, here, and put it on the table and slide it to me. Now, I do what any normal person would do. Or so I thought. Like I said, I'm very socially awkward. So what I did was take the food and throw it in the trash right in front of her. Because, like I said, I got something to goddamn eat. Well, she stormed off upset. Other coworkers that saw the interaction said, I handled it a little bit wrong. That was mean to me. I should have threw it in the trash. Now, maybe that's the socially awkward part of me because, I didn't know. I thought, normal. If you tell somebody no, and they force you to do it, throw it in the trash. Isn't that normal? If you are not accepting me telling you no, let me show you. Actions are louder than words, I guess. So, after that, I'm thinking the rest of the day gonna go by smoothly. Cool. I get home. I tell my wife about it. She's upset, of course, but she's glad that I defended her. And I'm like, yeah, baby, 10 years in, I'm going to defend you every time. Unbeknownst to me, Jane done got my number from a different coworker and she done messaged me. She done messaged me talking about how I was rude and how I embarrassed her and that I was wrong for throwing the food away because I am not only wasting food, but she made it with love. Love. I showed my wife the message. We both discussed it. She come up with a plan. Now, I don't use social media, but I do have a Facebook. And I have, because you need Facebook in order to use Oculus, you have to have an account, right? So, I use Facebook, right? My wife is heavy on social media because she likes to draw. So, she's all over social media. So, she devised a plan to find Jane, find her page, see what she got going on in her life, right? So, my wife finds her page. It turns out Jane is engaged. She got a fiance. They done been together 5 years. So she drafts a message. And she attaches the message that Jane sent to my phone. We screenshot it and she put the message, however she did it, I don't know. She put the picture in the messages and sent it to him with the, paragraph telling him what was going on. It took him a few hours to respond, but he said, I thought something weird was going on because she never makes herself something to eat for lunch for work. And she wanted to today, which I thought was very suspicious, but she kept insisting that it was for herself. So they have their little showdown or whatever. I send a message to HR, letting them know, hey, Jane, I sent me this message. Blase, blase, this going on. I done told her no multiple times I'm married, blah. Just explain the whole situation to cover my ass. I go to work next day. I'm at work. Jane comes in. She comes straight to me. She said, you and your wife ruined my relationship by sending that message to my fiance. He kicked me out. So you and your wife owe me a place to stay. I'm coming to move in with y'all. I said, hell no. Hell no. No, you not. No, not in my house. Nope, not at all. She said, y'all the one that ruined my relationship. No. You ruined your relationship. I let you know I was married. You the one that made me do lunch. You the one that sent me that message. You did that. She then takes the picture of my wife off my desk, throws it on the ground and smashes it. She smashes it. Smashes it. Smashes it. And I get up. I leave. I'm not even going to escalate the situation anymore. I leave and go home. While I'm at home, I get a call from my boss. He say, where you at? I say, I'm at home. He said, why? And I say, well, Jane got a little out of hand. So before I retaliated, I came back home. Oh, is that right? Because I talked to Jane, and Jane said that you had been harassing her and begging her to make you lunch. And when she did, you told her fiance and thus made their relationship bad. And I said, oh, really? Little old me did all that. I said, well, check the cameras in the office and in the break room. And once you check them, give me a call back. He said, all right. He checked the cameras. He gave me a call. Yeah, boss. Yeah, so James fired. Oh, okay, good.